On today's show, we head down to Bahia de Los Angeles where we see extraordinary underwater sea life. We get to do a little fishing, and of course, we taste the best Bahia can dish out. Coming up to you right now. For this adventure, we decided to stretch our legs and go a bit farther south, 375 miles farther to be exact, to a place called Bahia de Los Angeles. Okay, on the way over, we caught the tail end of a storm from the mainland in Mexico. That storm made for a spectacular lightning show the evening we arrived at Bahia. Bahia de Los Angeles is an ocean oasis surrounded by Baja Desert. Located on the inside of the Baja Peninsula, the area is well known for its beaches, wildlife, and water that is warm and clear much of the year. In 2007, this area was declared a biosphere reserve. The small town doesn't even have 1,000 residents. In fact, it's not even close. But hey, we made it, and we're looking forward to our new adventures here. The next morning, we woke up and saw just how laid back this small town really is. You barely see anyone on the street. A few souls were out and about, but we were treated to a breathtaking scenery. Okay folks, we're about to embark here at Bahia de Los Angeles in our search for the whale shark. But you're not going to believe this postcard view that will soon be my screensaver. Take a gander at that. It is sunrise at Bahia de Los Angeles. I don't know if you noticed folks, but this water is crystal clear. Look at that. It's like we're going into a pool. You know? It's literally like we're going into a pool. And it's super warm. The water is warm. Really nice temperature. Folks, the water in this bay is superlatively calm. There were moments where the only ripples on the water were the ones our boat's wake was making. So what new experience would we live today? It's no secret I'm a land lover, weary of the sea, but I must say that I had a feeling today. I was feeling a little bit adventurous, and I really looked forward to what lie ahead. Well folks, we're with our captain here, Martín Díaz. Hello Martín, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿usted?
Martín, háblame, ¿qué tipo de tour, de experiencia hay aquí en Bahía de Los Ángeles? ¿Qué tipo de embarcaciones?
Pues hay diferentes, hay unos que van a ver el tiburón ballena, a ver lobos marinos, delfines, ballenas también.
¿Qué tipo de ballenas?
Está la jorobada, la gris.
¿A poco?
Ajá.
¿Aquí?
Sí, aquí
¿En esta bahía?
Ajá, en Bahía. No, pues aquí en la bahía no, están un poquito más afuera.
¿Cuántos años tiene experiencia navegando, Martín?
Ya tengo 10 años.
Let's see what else we find. Now, before we did anything too crazy, our captain thought that maybe it'd be a good idea to start the day off with something nice and safe. Put in some fishing time. So we did. Okay, so we've been trolling for a little bit, and I think something bit. It's fighting me.
Dale para abajo aquí.
I see it. Oh, I think it's a yellowtail.
No, es
It's a tuna.
bonita.
It's a tuna. Bring it over to the side.
Es el para acá. No, es el.
It's a tuna.
No, es barrilete este.
That's it, folks. Oh my goodness. Very nice. We threw it back. It has to be a painful experience for the fish, but yeah, sport fishing wise, you know, we sent it back. So rather a little pain than dead and filleted. So I think the fish got off easy. So let's see what else we can get today. Well, I mean, it had a little fight in it, but not a whole lot. I mean, small spurts of trying to swim away, but it was fairly easy to reel it in. So caught myself a little skipjack fish, I did. Send it back to the ocean. Let's see what else we can get today. With that done, Martin, our captain, says to me that I have to snorkel in a spot that he's taking me to. There's just one problem. Full disclosure, folks, I've never snorkeled before. I've never swam in the ocean before. But it's a once-in-a-lifetime deal, so you're getting to see a lot of firsts and a lot of milestones. Oh my goodness. Let's see if the buoyancy I've developed, you know, during the show and my eating habits saves me during this time, or gives animals a bigger target. As you can see, I'm about as comfortable in the water as your average cat. It's open water. I can't help hearing the Jaws theme in my head. But I do forget all that when I find myself surrounded by lions. Sea lions, that is. Folks, this is one of those experiences people check off their bucket lists. Whatever positive adjective you can think of, it applies to this moment. Chances are I felt it. I was wary of that big fellow you see there. I almost ran into him. But they just looked at me with slight curiosity. Now, a male like that can weigh over 600 pounds, while females weigh only a third of that. So kind of like my wife and me being the heaviest, of course. These animals can live from 20 to 30 years, so who knows how many snorkelers they've gotten to greet over the years. Now, to say I'm happy to be one of those, it's a true understatement. But I must say, I was also cautious the whole time. You know, it's almost like being in an aquarium, except that there's no plexiglass here between you and the animals. Which might explain the panic attack coming up in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, pretty embarrassing. Sorry, folks. I never thought I'd do that ever in my life. Wow. It's like in a movie, you're watching these gigantic animals. Did you see the size of that thing? You're seeing, folks, you're seeing me defeat fears one by one on this show. So next we went trolling, which is a technique in its own right, and we caught some fishes that became a nice ceviche later that evening. So we launched our underwater camera just to see how the fish follow the bait and the hook that we put down. We got it. We got it.
Whoa.
Cierra.
Dame más línea.
There it is. I don't know what kind of fish this is, okay, but it's got pointy teeth. But to be honest, folks, my mind was only on one thing, which was to search for the whale shark. We're gonna need a bigger boat. Folks, there are times in the year when you can find pods of them, 15 to 20 at a time. But we searched and searched for hours and nothing. We saw other animals, but not the whale shark. Now, just as we were about to head back, my real reaction wasn't as dramatic as the one I practiced, but we did find the whale shark. God, I think we found it. Now you can see my face, my worriedness. That's because I was hoping we wouldn't run into it. But now that we did, I knew there was no going back. I was gonna hit the water, with a whale shark in it. Oh boy. Okay, so we found a whale shark. We found a small one, but hey, we've been looking for hours, so I'll take what we can get. You know? It looks really docile, so. The whale shark is a slow-moving animal that filter feeds plankton, algae, and krill. The checkerboard spot and stripe pattern on their skin is as unique to them as a fingerprint is to human beings. Now this helps scientists study and monitor specific specimens. An average adult of these majestic animals can weigh up to 20,000 pounds, but there has been confirmation of some weighing twice that much. To put it in perspective, that's in the same category of some of the largest dinosaurs to have been unearthed. These creatures, folks, are so friendly that some people grabbed onto their fins for a joyride. But I would probably drown it, so I didn't do it. Also didn't want any angry letters from PETA, so. You know, I must say, swimming next to this gentle giant inspires awe. It feels like humans are not meant to do this. As I swam alongside this colossus, I was astonished, I was praying, I was relishing. This trip would not have been the same if we hadn't done this. I will never, ever forget it. Now, as friendly as my overgrown friend was, it suddenly picked up the pace, and even though I tried my best, I couldn't keep up with it. It left me in its wake. No matter, I enjoyed the time we had together. Now, as if that wasn't enough, we ran into a pod of dolphins on the way back. You can't help but admire the gracefulness and efficiency with which they swim. I mean, just look at that. They're barely moving their bodies, but they're swimming just as fast as the boat we're in. I didn't bring no fishy, otherwise I'd give you one. Should have brought some sardines now, shouldn't I? From the top of the boat, and also by snorkeling, we have seen more marine life than we ever expected. But the tropical water temperatures make the Bahia de Los Angeles a remarkable scuba diving destination. I'm telling you folks, the animated film Finding Nemo is supposed to be situated off coral reefs in Australia. But it seems like Bahia is the real inspiration, if you ask me. The beautiful kaleidoscope of various fish makes you want to be a marine biologist. I can see here fish that share my interest. Gulp, 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 you know, oop, got away. Now some fish fell from the ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down. These guys are one of them. If any one of you folks knows what this is, please tell me, because I wouldn't even know how to Google this animal. You know, this is the only place where you can get Pacific and Sea of Cortez Cabo lobster. Now that one's just a piece of art. Look at that. Eels tend to be more active during the nighttime, so it's fun to see them out. I don't know if it's just me, folks, but the spotted moray eels, you know, you look at their eyes and pretty psycho if you ask me. Some of the schools of fish are so abundant that they blot out the sun. This electric ray can give antagonists quite the jolt. up to 200 volts and 30 amps to be exact. While Ben Franklin was doing his little kite trick, these arrays already had it figured out. You know, you get one of these mad and it's like someone dropping a hairdryer into your bathtub. So you see one of these, be warned. These are stingrays, folks. They look nice, but if they sting, it hurts more than a bee. I'll tell you that much. I'm really squeamish about slugs, and to see this one underwater, oh my goodness. Colorful. The octopus, master of disguise, camouflage, escape, you name it. Very smart animal, the Houdini of the sea. You see that right there? That's a mobile array. And those have been observed jumping out of the water just like a dolphin. You know, it's like a bustling city of marine life. I'm thinking National Geographic must make frequent trips here. Okay, so the fish here are amazing. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. But now we're hungry and we're ready to find some chow. You know, a full day of activity like this really made us hungry. You know, folks, most every boat that is launched onto this bay is done so by this ramp that's right here adjacent to this nice open door restaurant, which is called Guillermo's. And we're here from Guillermo's. We're talking to Lucy. How you doing, Lucy?
Fine, and you?
Good, good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You're Maria de la Luz, right?
Maria de la Luz.
That's the complete name.
Yes.
Galvan?
Galvan.
Galvan. But people call you Lucy, right?
Lucy. Everybody say Lucy.
Lucy, talk to me. How long have you been here in Bahia de Los Angeles?
Oh my gosh, my parents came at the 1940s, 42, 45. I love Bahia. It's so beautiful. Yes. I really love the bay. And I love to do some paintings about the desert.
You like to do
The sea
paintings?
and the desert is the most beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, we did see it coming along the way. The drive is phenomenal.
Yes.
And the bay is just fantastic.
It's beautiful. I asked my mother, why you guys come over here, nobody here, and it's so hard to live over here? And she said, well, your daddy and I, we think was the paradise here, and we decided to live here. That's great. First was in Bahia de Los Angeles, was Bahia de Lobos.
The Lobos. That's what they called it.
Yes, but when
Bahia de
Lobos?
Wolves Bay.
Yes.
Why? Is it because of the sea lions or because of actual wolves?
I think for the sea lions.
Sea lions, right?
Yeah.
Because in Spanish, many people call them like lobos, lobos marinos, like marine wolves. That's a common name for sea lions over here. Okay, go on.
And when the Jesuitas come,
The Jesuits?
Yes, they think was so beautiful, and they call
They changed the name.
Bahia de Los Angeles.
Like
yeah.
it sounds too sinister. Well, Lucy, you're gonna let us also taste some of your food, right?
Oh yes,
Okay, Lucy, talk to me about what's going on here.
Okay,
What
this is a seafood combination, the Guillermo's special. We have some lobsters, some fish, shrimps, scallops, and
This is scallops.
Scallops,
The
yes.
scallops, shrimp, fish, and lobster.
Yes.
Well, I think you got all bases covered.
We put a little bit garlic and butter, olive oil, and white wine.
And a white wine. Okay,
Yes,
interesting.
Yes. Guillermo's special.
Bacon wrapped scallops.
Yes. And we put same.
You can never go wrong.
Oh, never.
When you wrap
my gosh.
bacon on anything,
And
right?
garlic. I love garlics.
You know, there's a lot of people that are professionals at many things. I'm a professional eater, just so you know.
Great.
So
You need to taste.
I need to engage the enemy, but this is not the enemy.
Oh.
This is friendly stuff.
The
Okay.
carpaccio.
This is scallops.
Scallops.
So do I put some of this?
Oh yes, you bet. It's garlic and olive oil, butter, little bit wine, white wine.
Very good seasoning you have here.
Yes.
So olive oil and what else is this?
It's olive oil, white wine, garlic, salt, pepper.
I think they detach the tail from here. And then you voila, dip it all the way
Their
in.
flavor.
Look at that.
It made me hungry.
Halfway done. Let's try the big old scallop.
Ooh, wow, it's scallops.
From your living rooms, you know how it goes, to my mouth. So you mix it up with ham, with bacon,
Bacon,
veggies.
vegetables, yes.
But it's clams, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, folks, we hope you enjoyed another episode of Crossing South Bahia de Los Angeles edition. You know, we saw the whale shark, we saw some sea lions, swam with them, met nice people like Lucy here, great food, and you know, one of the great things one of the many great things available in Baja. So we hope you join us next time, folks. Now, if you'll just excuse us for a sec, you know how this goes. You guys go away, and I just finish this. Heading back north, there's a small town of 1,700 residents called El Rosario, which has a famous resident, Mama Espinosa. What is your name?
My name
Yes.
is Anna, A-N-A, but they call me Mama Espinosa.
Mama Espinosa.
Why?
And how old are you, Nana?
They say I am 110.
110?
Yes.
Wow.
I was born here in El Rosario.
You were born here?
My father was an Italian. My mother was an Indian, Pilma Kiliwa, Kawia.
Kiliwa.
Kiliwa, you know.
So native indigenous Indian, your mom, and your dad
Yes.
Italian.
Yes.
You're very famous. Everyone knows you.
Well, I was here when Smith came.
The Baja 1000 race.
Yes, oh yes, when I can name them. Steve McQueen, James Gardner, Parley Jones, Malcolm Smith, and Bob Farrell.
Malcolm Smith. We actually interviewed Malcolm Smith.
I made tortillas for him. Oh, Lord.
You made tortillas for Malcolm Smith, huh?
Oh, yes.
Can you tell me a little bit of the history of El Rosario?
I came here when the United States, Japan was going against Baja California, and United States helped Mexico. This was un cuartel. So I moved here because I could speak English. The government told me, you can have it. So here I am.
So this was the Army barracks, your restaurant?
Yeah, that's all. Not the restaurant here, the place.
Yeah. This whole place. Well, Nana, thank you very much for sharing your story with us.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And we're going to get to taste some of your famous food. Mama Espinosa's is a family stop along the way, and it has catered to Baja's racers for many decades. But with Nana retired now, the food was decent, but the service could have been better. Well, can't have it all, right? Okay, so we locked ourselves out of our van, and this gentleman right here, within 20 minutes, was here, and he opened it, locksmith. El Rosario, I mean, we're really far down. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. As he hacks away at my door. What's your name?
Anselmo Palomino.
Anselmo Palomino, our locksmith hero. He saved us. Muchas gracias. Folks, you're not going to want to miss the brand new episodes we're cooking for you, coming soon your way. We get to visit Baja's San Pedro Martir Sierra and its National Observatory. We try some amazing cuisine and the fascinating story of the people behind it. We visit famous festivals and events typical of the region, learn about technology and industry here, chug down some more awesome rockin' chow. We visit Baja's tomato-producing capital in San Quintin, go deep sea fishing with a seasoned old cap, And I get to ride shotgun on a trophy truck for the Baja 1000 and more fun stuff. You can't miss it. You know, taking this 10-hour road trip was more than worth it because we got to see the real-life natural sea world, and we literally dove into the action. We hope you continue exploring this great land with us the next time we cross south.
You can find maps and information about the places you just saw, or you may order a copy of this program on DVD at crossingsouth.com. We also do Facebook.